From the KBIA Newsroom in Columbia, I'm Caitlin McElwain. Drought is returning to Missouri. After a spring and summer of wet conditions throughout almost the entire state, about 10% of Missouri is now classified as abnormally dry. That's according to the U.S. Drought Monitor, a map that tracks drought and updates weekly. Zach Leeser is Missouri's state climatologist. He says drought could have been underreported for weeks, particularly in the southeast region of the state. That's because the Boot Heel and nearby areas are covered in farmland that's often irrigated with more water.
We don't have any soil moisture data in the area. Currently, that's kind of a blind spot.
Officials plan to install more soil moisture gauges throughout the state, which will provide data about the storage and movement of water throughout the soil. The leader of the largest Latino civil rights group in the country has criticized a set of recent immigration raids in Kansas in which 12 people were detained. 3 of the people detained last month at Mexican restaurants in Kansas City, Kansas, and Lenexa have since been released, but Unidos U.S. President and CEO Janet Murguia says the actions have caused trauma and chaos for Latino families across the country.
Stores have been boarded up, streets are deserted, and you're just not seeing the same level of social engagement or economic engagement.
The Washington, D.C. group includes more than 300 community organizations. The Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education is permanently closing 12 of its 34 schools for students with severe disabilities, including Del Mar Cobble in Columbia. The department's board voted unanimously to approve the closures yesterday because of ongoing staffing issues. Department Commissioner Carla Esslinger says the children affected by these closures should have more opportunities at their new schools.
We all know that this impacts children, and we all as a board, as a department, want to make sure that we're doing the absolute best thing for every child.
6 of the 12 schools have been temporarily closed over the last 18 months. The department says 61 students were displaced by the temporary closures, and another 64 will be affected by these permanent ones. A person in Missouri has been infected with a brain-eating amoeba after water skiing at the Lake of the Ozarks. KOMU8 reports the infection typically occurs in fewer than 10 people across the United States in a year. The patient is currently being treated in an intensive care unit and could have been water skiing in the Lake of the Ozarks days before becoming sick. People become infected when water with the amoeba enters the nose, but infection is rare and cannot be spread from one person to another or by swallowing water. I'm Caitlin McElwain, KBIA News, Columbia.